New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. My name is Muro. I'm a licensed practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am delighted to spend this time in prayer with you. I'm always delighted to spend time in prayer. No question about it. So, as you know, we pray affirmatively, meaning that we're not asking, we're not begging, we're not beseeching. We are affirming. We are recognizing, accepting, celebrating, remembering, all of those. What our spiritual, our divine truth is. Okay, so this morning, for inspiration, I turned to Everyday Wisdom by Paul Ferrini. And this is what came to me. I didn't have time to put it up on a slide. Bear with me. It says, this is about surrender. It says, as long as you think it has to be, quote unquote, your way, you haven't gotten it. You can't have control if you want to live a life of spirit. Spirituality requires surrender. You aren't asked to surrender to someone else, nor are you asked to capitulate on your own ego. You are asked to surrender to the river that lies within you. The river is in charge. Your only choice is to fight its authority, an exhausting choice, or to surrender to it. Some people figure out right away that surrender is inevitable. For others, it takes years. So, Paul speaks about a lot of important things in there, where he talks about the river that is in alignment with what I typically refer to as the flow. And as far as surrender is concerned, oh boy, surrender is one of the most powerful practices that we could possibly engage in. So let's take that into prayer. I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze if it's safe for you to do so and if it's comfortable for you to do so. All right. And let's, excuse me, let's go within. Let's go to that place within where we find peace and where we find harmony. I find that within, not because I have asked for it. I find it within because it is always there. When I think of the gifts that exist within me, the gifts, for example, of life itself, the gifts of love, of compassion, gifts of choice, I realize that there is so much that I have within my grasp. But my grasp is finite. I can only hold on to so much. There are things that I have been holding on to that are not serving me. For me to be able to embrace the new, for me to be able to embrace that which is at my leading edge, even my bleeding edge. More times than not, there's something I need to let go of, something I need to release. Maybe it's a belief that has somehow gotten into my psyche, but it's not true. Or maybe it's a fact, something that is absolutely true, but does not speak to my truth. Perhaps it's a matter of, excuse me. Perhaps it's a matter of releasing fear, allowing myself to accept the fact that moving forward means moving into unknown territory. Why would I so obligingly do that? Why would I surrender to that mystery? Because I also surrender to the one, to the love of the loving spirit, to God, the God who creates, the God who nurtures and sustains. And so by surrendering in this way, I haven't lost anything. I have gained. The word surrender, unfortunately, carries that negative connotation for some people. If the idea of letting go feels better, use that terminology. Allow yourself to consider what needs to be let go so that you can be lighter, you can be stronger, you can be more forceful, you can be more consistent. When we surrender, we are surrendering to that flow, to the river that Paul Ferrini speaks of. But what's really important to remember about that, in my opinion, what I think of, what I remember, what I hold dear, is that not only am I in the flow, I am the flow. Resisting the flow is resisting who I am. Surrendering to the flow is surrendering to my truth. I see for myself, and I see for each and every one of us, that as we trust, as we hold strong in our faith, in our beliefs, we can dispel, we can release, we can surrender those things which do not serve, giving us the capacity, the strength, the opportunity to open wide to those things that will bring the greatest experience for our lives. And so knowing that this is indeed true, knowing that all of this is part of who and whose each and every one of us is, I release my word. I release my word to the law which always says yes. And so it is. Excuse me. Let's see. Who's out there? Oh, there's Garrett. Hi, Garrett. Greetings to you as well. Garrett says, I'm aligned with love, peace, harmony, and endless fulfillment. Surrounded by abundance and prosperity, I surrender to growth within myself. I say yes to this law, and so it is. So beautifully put, Garrett. So beautifully put. Surrendering to growth. Definitely something that each and every one of us can benefit from. Abby's interview. Yes, indeed. So we hold Abby's truth in our hearts and in our minds. And what is Abby's truth? Abby's truth is that the perfect job for her, meaning the job that she is right for and the job that is right for her, will they be there at the right time, in the right way? And we know that Abby is always, always connected to her divine truth, to her wisdom, to her understanding, to her openness. She'll do quite well. All right. Speaking of doing well, thank you all for your thoughts and your prayers. I think I'm getting better. So I greatly appreciate it. And I'm holding on to the truth of my divine perfection and wholeness and completeness, and letting that inform me. Today, New Thought Media Network. Let's see. Immediately following this prayer time, of course, is Rev Melissa, a magnificent Rev Melissa, with the morning sip. 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time, Viviendo en Oración, Living in Prayer. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Reverend Dr. Sherry presents Global Focus Today, and her guest is Reverend Dr. Laura Mock. Let's see, 12 p.m. today, Mountain Time. Dr. Tracy Brown and Petra Weldis discuss inclusive church. 1 p.m. Mountain Time. This is a relatively new show. I just love this show, and I strongly recommend that you check it out if you have the opportunity. It's called Real Talk Sisters, with three of the most magnificent ministers you could ever want to hear. Reverend Dr. P.J. Stanley, Reverend Kim Andrews, and Reverend Melinda Allen. 2 p.m. Mountain Time, New Thought Today. So much goodness out there. If you have an opportunity, I would strongly recommend that you get out there and look around newthoughtmedia.org, see what we've got going on. And if what we do here strikes you as something that's important, something that's making a difference, know that we can use your help. If you would be so good as to go to ntmedia.org/donate, and you could do a monthly gift, you could do a one-time gift. It could be large, it could be small. Whatever is wonderful. We greatly appreciate it because it helps us bring the message of New Thought, the joy of New Thought, out into the world. All right, folks, I will see you again soon. And until we do meet again, much love, and many, many thanks. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Peace and blessings.